the head of Global Strategic Partnership at CMC Packaging Automation. CMC is an Italian company with a global outreach that design and manufactures the most advanced right-size packaging technology for e-commerce and fulfillment companies. So when I do presentations, I normally start in introducing our company, saying who we are, what we do, where we come from, and which are our expectations for the future. Today, I would like to do something different. I would like to share some data with you to understand a little bit more about the parcel market, and this will help you understand why we strongly believe on the importance of right-size packaging and pick-to-pack solutions. Okay. So, first figure is 84. 84 are million tons that we consider, based on a European study, it's packaging waste generated annually in EU, of which 40% is represented by paper and cardboard. 20%. 20% of this waste is e-commerce related, which equals to 7 million tons waste per year. If we look to this data on a different perspective, and just want to note that this data refers to a recent study by Pitney Bowes, it's Pitney Bowes Parcel Shipment Index. It means that in 2024, basically, every second, we generate more than 700 parcels. And if you consider the number of parcels every person receives is 66. So these figures should make us think about the importance of making packaging more sustainable. So let's make an analysis also in consideration of standard packaging and fulfillment process in today's warehouses. Typical packaging problems. The first one is process inefficiency. This is due to manual packaging or semi-automatic solutions. So when fulfilling companies or retailers have to fulfill items, maybe they have to guess which is the best packaging for them, especially when we do manual packaging. And this results sometimes in oversized packaging boxes with a lot of empty space. And then they have to incur in the use of void filling materials. Keep in mind that filling materials not only represent extra packaging, so more waste in packaging, but it's also a cost, which increase the cost of the packaging at the end. Then, of course, another problem is product integrity. When you have oversized packaging, the risk is that the box is not strong enough and does not protect completely your product during the last mile. And at the end, what is affected is the final customer experience, so the unboxing experience. What we have done at CMC is we have designed solutions that can really right-size every order. So with the box last solution, what we do, we scan to size the order, regardless is a single or a multi-line order, and then we create a box, a parcel that perfectly matches with that order, so unique for every order. So in short, we can streamline the process. We can eliminate completely the empty space, creating a box that matches, fits for every order. We completely eliminate the need to use filling materials, so there is no empty space inside the package created with our technology. We reduce the damage during the transit, and at the end, we contribute to a great unboxing and customer experience. Just keep in mind that the box still represents the very first touch point of a brand to the consumers. So it's extremely important because, as I always say, there is no second options to make a great first impression. How do we do this? So we have designed a comprehensive range of solutions that can right-size packaging, and we have three major series of machines. The CMC carton wrap, it's a solution that can fulfill single items or multi-line orders if they are pre-consolidated. Then we have a solutions which today represents the only solutions that can support pick-to-pack processes from one touch to zero touch, and this is why today I'm co-sharing this presentation with Element Logic. And then we have other solutions that can fulfill orders in ready-to-ship auto baggers, still 3D, so we can basically adjust the width, the height, and the length of every order. As I said, CMC is an extremely innovative company, so we design and manufacture what our clients ask. And what we have learned over the recent years is that we cannot sell machines. We need to sell solutions. We need to streamline the process. We need to offer end-to-end solutions. So any machine we produce today can seamlessly integrate upfront and downstream to any other technology. So we can connect or retrofit our solutions to any ASRS solutions. Can be a cube, can be a shuttle system. We can connect with mini load, and really we are extremely flexible in this. And my focus today is on a specific machine that today has become the flagship product for our company. It's called CMC Genesis. The CMC Genesis basically is based on a specific tote that we have designed, engineered, and this tote basically can be directly connected to, for example, to the port, to a G2P station. In this case is AutoStore port, and we can also do pick to pack. So we can directly pick into the Varitote, consolidate orders in the Varitote, and then do packaging on demand. Again, this machine can support from one touch to zero touch, so can be fully automatically. And I would like to show a video. So the machine runs from Fanfold. Here you can see the Varitote that we have designed. Okay, the operator in this case feeds the Varitote manually, but we can also automate this process. What the operator does is just adjust the inner guides based on the volume of the size of every order. So you can feed really, literally any kind of products, even the most irregular, odd-shaped item, SKUs. Then the Varitote is inducted into the machine. We scan to size the adjustment, which will determine at the end the size of the box. So we feed the necessary cardboard to create right-size boxes for every order. So we can do easy perf for easy opening. We can add a strip for returning in a way that the box can be used also for returning items. So it's good also for companies doing reverse logistics. As you can see, it's a plotter-based machine. And the plotter cut blanks and does the scoring. And so it's all synchronized, and the moment that the pick and place brings the Varitote to the corresponding flat, basically the bottom of the Varitote opens and drops the item in the just formed box. So this is the way we can fulfill multi-line orders without pre-consolidation in a ready-to-ship fit-to-size box. We can have a variety of ancillary equipment integrated in the machine, like checkware, and also sorting systems at the end. That's another interesting feature. We have the capability to print on demand, variable printing, full color, every single box with different images. And so we are capable to resize the image based on the size of the box itself. So very shortly, CMC is an Italian company. As I said, it's an Italian company, but we have a global reach. So we have subsidiaries in Europe, one in the US where we have a tech center that we use also to do packaging assessment for our clients, and we do tests with our technology providers. And wherever we don't have our own operations, we partner with channel partners. And these are just some of our clients who have trusted CMC, and needless to say, I hope that you can be our next ones. So I'll now leave the stage to Danny, who can explain actually how we do pick-to-pack and why pick-to-pack is so important.
Thank you, Tania. Maybe let me introduce myself. I'm Danny. Okay, I joined Element Logic in November 23. And nevertheless, I have been in the automation industry for more than 15 years, of various industries like healthcare or even hospitality. So I lead the sales and business development in Element Logic APAC. So from there, I will start my presentation proper. Yeah. Okay, so who is Element Logic? So Element Logic is an end-to-end solution provider to help to optimize warehouse automation for our customers. So not limited to just ASRS, but we are integrating both the inbound all the way to the outbound, including the packaging system that we work with CMC. So we have presence in Europe, America, US, and APAC in Singapore and Australia, New Zealand. So these are some of our happy customers, not limited to this, just a screenshot. And our verticals are on the right side and are very focused on 3PLs, apparels, and parts distribution, with have the major contribution as our customers. So as businesses decided or thinking of going for automation, they are, in the initial part, they will be very skeptical. So how automation can help them in their businesses or improving their ROI in terms of the investment, or even how to improve their efficiency in the warehouse operation. So we will step in to help them to do some consultation, design, and then come to a consensus of what kind of solution they need, right, to help them to improve that. So the most important thing is not really about solving the problem at the start, but generally is to frame up the problems. So the problems, once you have framed up the problems, to find a solution is a lot much easier. So as a typical warehouse, we have rackings, definitely, and then we have our ASRS, and we have the inbound and outbound. Some of the businesses, they may have value-add services. Okay, so especially like, for example, apparels. So some of the apparel businesses wanted to add values to what they have delivered or what they have sold. They add on embroidery on the apparels before they deliver out to their customers. So all individual processes have its own problems. So what we are doing is that to help them to frame up the problems, find the right solution so that to achieve the best ROI, at the same time, improve their efficiency. So what is the current challenges in the modern world? I mean, first, SKUs have been going higher and higher, exploding of number of SKUs. Then we have a rising expectations in terms of the customer expectations. And we have a labor shortage. And then automation, how to scale the automation. So these are all the major challenges that they may face during the operation of their warehouse. So this is AutoStore. We are the first AutoStore system integrator and the largest globally. We have estimated around 600 installations globally now. So before you start to do any planning or design in the automation solution, so all businesses wanted to have great space saving, right? So this is one of the cubic benefit of the cubic technology, that we can help the customers to save up at least 75 or up to 75% of their land space, especially for those countries with high land costs. So it must be actually being a very flexible system that you can scale at a later stage, and then from there they have 24/7 operation, and then we can actually help them to improve in terms of the efficiency. So what we do, we help to them to connect various solutions into one as a one integrated solution. So for AutoStore, this is just a ASRS, and we can actually integrate with them with a conveyor system to increase, to make sure that they're not reliant on labor to move the item from point to point. And then we have a robotic arm to help them to pick and place and pack, and integrated with CMC packaging system, we are able to do it very seamlessly. We have AMS for material handling from delivery all the way to the outbound. And we have our sorter machines that help them to actually sort to the various orders. So we understand the logistic process, and we also understand what the business needs. Then from there, we will come out with an integrated solution to help them to streamline the entire operation. So Orchestra is the key. So without having an integrated solution, it's just a standalone solution, a standalone technology. They may not be able to integrate them together, and they may have need to add on some additional label to help them to integrate manually. So the actual ROI happens only when you have a total workflow integrated with all the solution and technology together. So first is the software. So we develop our own in-house software to help them to integrate all the different technology into one. And then we help them we collaborate with various partners to help to fulfill all the need states required for their entire operation. Okay, that allows a more seamless and then more efficient system or solution that in place. So I end my presentation here. So let's create something, impact together. If there's any question, feel free to ask.